Everyone. Today in this video, I'm going to show how to solve a problem on total percentage loss of pre-stress. A pre-tension beam 200 mm by 300 mm is pre-stressed by 10 numbers 7 mm dia initially stressed to 1200 Newton per mm square with their centroids located at 100 mm from the soffit. Find the maximum stress in concrete immediately after transfer, allowing only for elastic shortening of concrete. If the concrete undergoes further shortening due to shrinkage and creep, while relaxation of steel stress is 5%. Estimate the final percentage loss of stress in wires from the following data. Few data have been given. Those are Young's modulus of steel ES is 210 into 10 power 5 kilonewton per mm square. FCK M42, that is characteristic strength of the concrete is 42. You can change it as 42 directly. Phi is nothing but creep coefficient 1.6. Total residual shrinkage strain is 3 into 10 power minus 4. So let's start with the solution. P equal to stress into area. The initial stress they have already given. You can observe here, that is 1200 into area of the steel. So area of the steel is 10 into pi into 7 square by 4. 7 square is nothing but it is something like pi d square by 4. So take the dia of the bar has 7 square, will get P has 461.8 kilonewton. Just round it off to 462 kilonewton. Then the area. The area of the cross section is 200 mm by 300 mm. Area is so it is 60 into 10 power 3 mm square. The next thing is the calculation of EC, that is Young's modulus of concrete. The standard formula for Young's modulus of concrete is 5700 into root of FCK, where FCK is already given, that is grade of the concrete is 42. So take that 42 here. EC is 36,940 Newton per mm square is a EC value. I equal to BD cube by 12, that is rectangular cross section is the moment of inertia for rectangle cross section is BD cube by 12. If we calculate the width and the depth of the section, we will get 450 into 10 power 6 mm per 4. Then next is we should find out the eccentricity. So we already know 300 by 2 is 150. 150 minus 100. In the question itself, they have given the position of the given the position, that is observe here with their centroids located at 100 mm from the soffit. That is nothing but the cable is placed at a distance of 100 mm from the bottom. The soffit means bottom. So from the bottom it is 100 mm. So we require only this E value, that is eccentricity, from the center of the cable to the neutral axis. So it is 50 mm. Next is calculation of the resultant stress. We require this FC for to calculate elastic deformation of the concrete. So we have calculated here. FC is P by A plus PE by Z. First of all, FC is nothing but resultant stress. Z is section modulus is equal to I by Y. We know that. But here, instead of Y, we should replace it by E, that is eccentricity. So P value we know, that is pre-stressing force is 462 into 10 power 462 kilonewton. Convert that it into Newton. Then area of the rectangle section, P into E, that is eccentricity, is 50. But here we know that Z is nothing but I by E. So I value I have written here, E value will go to numerator. So it is 50 here. Fc is 10.27 Newton per mm square. So using these values, I can find out how much is a elastic deformation. So always remember, in pre-tensioned system, elastic deformation will be present. This is very important. Okay. So the formula for elastic deformation is alpha E into Fc. Alpha E is nothing but modular ratio, or a modular ratio. It is denoted by small m or alpha E. We know the formula for modular ratio has ES by EC. ES is nothing but Young's modulus of steel, Young's modulus of the concrete. You just check with the conversion into Fc value. So we'll get a loss as 58.54 54 Newton per mm square has a elastic deformation loss. This is important for the further calculation. I will show you what is the further important calculation here. See, what is the important point about the elastic loss or loss due to elastic deformation is, in question you can observe one thing, that is here they have clearly mentioned that find the maximum stress in concrete immediately after transfer. I didn't highlight about this point in the question, or while reading out the question, but just focus on the word the maximum stress in concrete immediately after transfer. This word is very important, allowing only for elastic shortening of concrete. So to find this maximum stress or maximum stress in concrete immediately after the transfer, we are using the loss due to elastic deformation. So what role it is playing is, here I have mentioned the force in wire immediately after transfer is initial stress minus elastic loss. Actually initially like it is something like initially we have a initial stress of 1200. So in by using the 1200, how much is the force we have got, that is pre-stressing force is 462 kilonewton we have got by using initial pre-stress. But now what has happened, I will explain. We should subtract from the initial stress, we should subtract this elastic loss, that is 58.54. We will get some value as 1141.46 Newton per mm square. This will gives you the maximum stress immediately after the transfer. This is what they are asking. Okay, this is the maximum stress immediately after the transfer. To get this, we should, from the initial stress, we should subtract the elastic loss. Okay, now again using this maximum stress, we should find out how much is a pre-stressing force. So what we should do, take the value, that is 1441.46 into the area of the steel. 10 number of bars are there, into dia of each bar is 7 mm. So pi d square by 4 means pi into 7 square by 4 is nothing but 440 kilonewton. Now the further calculation is with the help of these values. So this part is very important in this problem. So remember this, that is to subtract the elastic loss from the initial stress. So let's move on to the second loss, that is loss due to shrinkage. Or once again, if you want me to explain about this also, I can repeat it. It is something like we had initial stress of 1200, but using this we got a pre-stressing force as 462. But immediately after the transfer, what that word transfer means is after pouring a concrete into the mold. Okay, after pre-stressing we will pour the concrete into the mold. That post that thing is called as a transverse. Okay, considering the loss due to elastic deformation, that is 58.54, the effective pre-stressing force will be calculated. This is nothing but effective pre-stressing force, that is 440 is the effective pre-stressing force. This we will get by using new initial stress. Earlier initial stress was this one, now the new initial stress is this much. This is what we have done in this step. Okay, loss due to shrinkage formula we know, that is epsilon cs into es is shrinkage of concrete into Young's modulus of steel. We know both the values, substituted we will get 63 Newton per mm square. The third loss is loss due to creep. The formula is phi Fc into alpha E. We know the phi value, but now the new Fc value should be found out. Why new Fc value should be found out? Now we have got a new pre-stressing force. This is very important. Don't consider the previous Fc value. This is wrong. For the further calculation, loss due to creep, this Fc is new Fc. Okay. Then alpha E, we know how to calculate it. So let's start with the Fc calculation. See here, I have highlighted it. Here P is 440 kilo Newton immediate force. Okay, now we should consider this new pre-stressing force, P by A plus PE by Z. We know Z is nothing but I by Y, where Y is equal to E. So Z equal to I by E here. P value we know, that is a new value, 440 into 10 power 3 into area of the rectangle cross section plus P value into eccentricity 50 by Z is I by E. Okay, I have written E will go to numerator, so 50 is here. So new Fc value is 9.77 Newton per mm square. So consider this Fc for the calculation. So phi is 1.6 into 9.77 into alpha E is calculated by the formula Es by Ec 5.7. The loss due to creep is 89.10 Newton per mm square. The loss due to relaxation of steel is, see, this value will keeps on changing according to the data given. In the question here they have given it as 5% is a relaxation of the steel. So 5% of initial pre-stress. Here remember one thing, it is 5% of initial pre-stress. This initial pre-stress is not a new stress which we have got, that is I'm talking about this one. Okay, it's not about this, it is about the first initial pre-stress which they had directly given in the question itself. So consider that initial pre-stress for the calculation. So 5 by 100 into 1200 is 60 Newton per mm square. The next loss is loss due to friction and anchorage. So I have clearly written a statement that no loss due to friction and anchorage slip has its a pretensioned. Pretensioned means cable will be straight. So there is a no friction as well as anchorage slip. This is very important in pretensioned. Now add all the losses. So we will get all the losses. If we add, we will get it as 270.64 Newton per mm square. This is in terms of a stress. But if we want in percentage, we can calculate like this, that is total loss by initial stress into 100. We know how much is the total loss, that is 270.64 Newton per mm square is a total loss, and the initial stress is 1200. So if we calculate this, we will get the total loss in the percentage is 22.55%. um, the hope you have understood how to calculate or how to find out a total losses. Important point here is about the transfer, immediate transfer thing. So there you should be careful, and here it is about pre-tensioning. Friction and anchorage slip won't be there. These are the few important things to be remembered in this problem. Thank you.